Hi Virgo, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Virgo is Jungfrun in Swedish. I am Swedish, and so I will every now and then throw a Swedish word in there to explain the English that I'm using. You might wonder what I'm doing here already. I posted videos on Friday, and now it's Tuesday, and I've just decided I'm just trying to find out how this YouTube technical stuff is working. And it turns out that if you post, like, even though I post 12 videos on Friday, it doesn't count like, wow, that's 12 videos. It only counts like it takes in consideration that I have posted something. And so I just figured out, smart me, I just figured that I am recording these 3 or 4 a day, and I will just post them when they're done. And I have a little one at home, and he sometimes does not have the same idea that I do about things and the time and day that things are supposed to happen in. And so that's why I posted on Fridays, because then I have time to sort things out and move things back and forth, and I can still have a life and stuff like that. But I just figured I just do 3 or 4 a day, and so your day from now on is Tuesday, Virgo. And let's see if I keep it that way, or if we're just gonna, switch back to Fridays once I reach 1,000. And why it's so important for me to reach that number, one, it's gonna be self-promoting. Then after that, it's gonna be recommended. Now it's not recommended anywhere. It's just you guys that sort of find me on your own by the law of attraction. And I mean, that is beautiful as well. But I truly want to help, coming from a pure, authentic place. I truly want to help humanity right now. The huge shift that we're up on, where we're bombarded with the opposite of light as we speak, and I try to focus as little as I can on that and just try to be a vessel for the light as much as I can. So I just want to reach that place, and maybe, like I said, I keep it on Tuesdays because that turned out to be an awesome thing, or I will go back to Fridays. Let's see. But from now on, for a moment anyway, your day is Tuesdays. And so let's see what's up for you guys from this Tuesday to next. We're just entered into Scorpio season. So it's a bit deeper, it's a bit more emotional, it's a bit more feeling everything rather than just doing it and then just, that was done, I did that, and that was done. It's more like everything you're going through right now, you'll feel it. You feel it on a different level, which is good, I think. It's also a bit, I've done, and it will be in the description box what signs are in what day. If you're like on a cusp between 2 signs, if you're right between, like right now, if you're between, where are we? Virgo. So you might be like right in between Leo and Virgo, for example. You might want to check out the Leo, then it's still Tuesdays. But if you're in Aries if you're drawn to Aries as well, or if you have a person that you care about and you want to see their reading, it's going to be in the description box what they have. Okay, so upcoming week for you guys. Virgo. I do 3 cards at the same time, and look at them to give me a bit of a story rather than one card. It's not a typical tarot reading. It's not tarot cards in that sense. Wow. Oh goodness. Ooh, awesome cards. Well, you might not think so, but for the upcoming week, Virgo, your basic energy, your bottom energy for the upcoming week is letting go, or learning to let go. So it might be something there that you're trying to let go of. And then the next card out is my unicorn. I just love this card. And Virgo, this has turned into being my Virgo card. And so that I always say that you might be dealing with the Taurus as well, because there's a Taurus sign on that course. And then we have the 7 heavenly virtues, which is gorgeous energy, just gorgeous energy. So let's see what's going on here. I felt it right before I started showing you the cards, so I don't feel like I really need some time here. I'm drawn heavily into the purple here, to purple color, and purple for me stands for just expanding your spirit, expanding your knowing into the spirit world. There's a lot of spirituality going on in your life, probably expanding your mind a lot, expanding your thoughts about how things are, what you are, basically. But first out, if I am drawn to a relationship and I feel like, excuse me, I don't know if we talked about this on Friday or who that was for. Maybe that was for the Taurus, or maybe that was... Anyway, you're learning to let go of old patterns, I feel. You see the butterflies there in the bottom. They stand for transformation, expansion, evolution, just you going to the next level from a caterpillar into a butterfly. Caterpillar being alive, into a butterfly, and you're just doing it right now. You're just shifting. You're taking it to the next step. You're understanding more and more things. You're really opening up to the knowings of the universe, let's say. So I feel like you're letting go, or at least you're trying to let go of old beliefs, old belief patterns, belief systems that sort of doesn't match where you're going, and it doesn't serve you anymore. They have served you in the past on the path that you were up on then, but now we moved past that path and you're up on a new path, and that old system just doesn't work anymore. And so you're learning to let go of old thoughts, old regimes, either even that is holding you back a tiny bit. And then there's a relationship there in the wings, which I am tiny bit drawn to talk about. So it might not be for all Virgos, and it might not be that big of a deal in your life right now. It might not be like your main focus or main priority, but I do feel drawn there, and it speaks about, in order for you to now enhance and go forward with your expansion and transformation, I feel like you might need to let go of your relationship, because it's like the next level, they're sort of not coming with you. So that's a learning to let go as well, maybe. Let's see what comes up next to this, because this is my unicorn card, and the unicorns to me talks about the soulmate relationship, this being the romantic couple. Because otherwise soulmates can be like a family member, it can be a work, like co-worker. It's not like just a shallow co-worker. It's somebody that you like, you create things with this person that you can't create with any other being on earth. That sort of connection. It might be a friend, it might be, it's not just romantic. So, but I feel like this is. And I feel like you're hesitant whether this relationship is standing in your way or not. Like whether you can keep expanding and keep growing, and if they're going to come with you, or if they're just sort of almost soon being in the way of your expansion. And it sounds a bit harsh to portray it that way, like they're in the way of you. Get out of my way because I'm, expanding. But literally it comes down to, of course, it's a person, it's a human being. You can feel emotional around them. You can feel like you really care about their feelings, and that you really care about whether they can come along on your ride or not. But this being the unicorn, and you are the unicorn, like you see how you don't know where you start and the unicorn ends. It's like such a shift for you. And I almost want to say that you turn into soulmate material, if that makes any sense. Like, of course you have always been a soulmate to somebody else, and other people has been soulmates to you. You don't have to it's not like you walk on this earth and all of a sudden a person turns into a soulmate and ta-da, like, but there is a level of maturity, a level of vibration that is needed to be reached in order for you to even attract that soulmate, if that makes sense. Like, you, of course, you are a soulmate, and you have that connection with the other or with the others. Like, you come from the same soul family, and that was like, you did that even before coming here, and you probably have met so many hundred times you can't even count. But I feel like here you come from an older energy, and you sort of have been a bit asleep, or a bit like not really knowing about this path, this spiritual path that you're on right now, and you haven't really been awakened. And when you're not awakened, when you're in a sleep state and you attract another, it's just sort of, you know, you meet them and you do expand, you have gorgeous experiences, and you get to still discover life, and it's still a beautiful life. But I feel like you have now come into the awakened state, and you know more and more clearly who you are as the bigger self, the non-physical, the larger part of you, rather than just your mind and your body and your ego. And therefore you have turned, it's like you have reached a level of vibration where you all of a sudden are a magnet or a match to your soulmate, which you were not before, and you were not ready to meet them, because in sleep state you would have just, you know, you wouldn't, it's not even interesting to discuss, because you wouldn't be a match to them, and they wouldn't be a match to you either, because you would have just vibrated on such different levels. But I feel like this is what you're coming into now. Like, you are becoming this unicorn energy, soulmate material. You have like landed in a way more evolved and advanced energy, and therefore you are open to completely new interactions and connections with others. And I can see your concern. Is my partner really going to come with me, or am I going to, like, do I have to let go of them and maybe meet somebody else, somebody new? And it's almost like a question. It's like, I don't want to even, it's like, I'm not telling you what's going on. So we're just going to clarify this so that you know what to do and get some inspiration with you, and not like just even feel, yeah, I know all that. And now I'm just even more confused. Should I let them go, or should I not? And then the next card out is 7 Heavenly Virtues. When this comes out, usually it means that every single situation in your life is about to improve for the better. Of course, in your situation, of course, you move from normalcy to unicorn standard. Unicorn standard meaning you moved from almost being asleep into awake state. Being aware that you create your own reality, that you are a magnet for everything that you feel like, that you are the creator of the stuff that has shown up in your life, whether you like it or not. And you sort of take responsibility for what you bring into the world these days. And so you are in a brand new state. You have been here for a while, but you really are activating even more and even more and even more, settling into this gorgeous energy. And that is opening up to so much more. And so no wonder everything is about to shift for you, because you have a whole new set of magnetism, but a whole new set of, I don't want to say preference. You probably still like the same things, and you know what you like and what you dislike, but it's like a whole new level of attraction point, if that makes sense. Okay, guys. I'll definitely take this into the extended. If this resonates with you, if this is you, come with me to the extended, and we'll explore this further and see if we can get some actual inspiration here for you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I see you back. The link is just down below in the description box, and I hope to see you back next Tuesday, guys. Take care. Bye.